people. So good morning, and welcome to Off the Record. Stephan and Mr X in your company, and of course, pick up the Ground Report team, Andy Williams, Nigel Snipes, and Lennox Smith, and a little bit of the Congo man there, and a little white meat eating and thing. You know what I mean?
Andy only played in my head there, so I don't get a call from Andy. They only played in my head, yes.
Oh gosh, Russia!
You know when Andy get in your head, you know when he passionate about something.
Yes. The big program. We are out of here.
Yeah.
Out of here. The stress on that out, you know. Like he glad boy. He glad he get to say out. You understand? But happy birthday to the mighty Sparrow birdie. A little Congo man that is starting so off, of course, during the course of the 3 hours, you'll get some birdie, man. We go drop some Sparrow in all your with him.
Well, the old birdie made his contribution.
Yeah.
And rest in peace to Bill Trotman.
Yes, boy.
He died. He living not too far from where I used to stay.
Serious?
Yeah, not too far from over there on Takeda Street.
It was a big one, you know, a big icon in the culture, boy. And you know, just 2 days ago, I see a video on social media. Crazy went to look for him in the hospital. I don't know if you saw that video.
92, he did that, so you know, he died a good stretch.
92, boy.
He died a good stretch, so.
Wonder if you could call Crazy this morning, boy. Crazy go to tell you all kind of story, you know.
Yeah.
You know, Crazy is everybody's story. Crazy's 80.
Good like that.
Crazy's 83.
Yep.
Good morning. Up there, no?
Good morning to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes, the Honorable.
I like the strides you're making piece by piece, you know, that's good doing your thing, you know, and making your name, you know, all them who playing, well, they're deceitful anyhow, so don't study none of them. Don't study none of them. They're deceitful anyhow. They're playing, laughing and talking and holding hand, and they're deceitful. So don't study none of them.
They're Kumbaya mode,
yeah.
Everybody's singing Kumbaya mode.
Oh, watch them, watch the snakes. Watch the snakes.
Oh, God.
Pay attention to them because they're out of timing like that. Of course, they got their foods. Yeah. Of course. Half of them. Play, sit down and play thing. No, don't do with that. Don't do with that at all.
No, listen. I was watching the press conference, right?
Uh-huh.
It's amazing how a year changes things, eh? How quick things change in a year.
Yeah.
1 year ago,
Right.
at the 50th, it was bacchanal like it going out of style.
Right.
And it was bacchanal because I think Kamala had a very long 10 years in opposition.
Yep.
And while in opposition, you see that when she wrote the secretariat, the general, right,
yeah.
and she got no response. She was writing as the opposition leader, inquiring about a very, very serious situation.
Right.
That was deemed to be an abduction or kidnapping that took place.
Well, everybody taking their hands off on that.
But it took place with the use of a CARICOM.
But we knew what went on.
Of course. It took place with the use of a CARICOM aircraft, and a man was taken out of his hotel room. Now, remember, she wrote and she got no response. No response.
No.
And I think that level, that is disrespectful that they did not respond.
Right.
And I think she carried that with her.
Yes.
And she let him have it. And because now she's PM. So she put on she foot and say,
I'm playing the coming and hugging up and holding hand and all kind of thing. No.
They're
deceitful, don't trust them.
But I think too.
Timing.
No, yeah, but I think last year when she made the statements that she made, and she put on her foot, I think that was to show them the same thing that she showed Trinidad and Tobago in the press conferences in the early years. This is not Kamala from 2010 to 2015.
Well,
there's not ATM card Kamala.
Well, as I told you all, the Kamala of 2010 to 2015 is not the same person as she is now. Because I know a lot of things that happened in 2015 that I was part of and I was next to, right? And I know a lot of things happen, right? Basically. But now it's a totally different operation. And we had to go back to last year around this time. This time was a time of jubilation. It was May the 28th, right? May, June, July.
Yeah, we in July.
So
yes,
So we in the second month.
The jump up still going on.
No, the problem was, again, I will stick to this right through. Nobody will stick to this right through. A government does not become a government unless they have an appropriation bill, which is considered the budget of a government. That's when you become a government, not before. And remember, when Stuart Young take over the reins, when he was selected,
Yes.
when he was selected,
The 40th of
when he was selected, people outside there,
The 40th of April.
right? He decided he gonna hold an election early, in the mix, right?
Right.
He decided he gonna hold election early, and he did so on April the 28th, knowing very well that when a government comes in, the date should be a fixed date, number one, and that is what I would say again. The date should be a fixed date. The date should be a fixed date for all to hear in government,
So
right?
That's
so you know
that's a policy that had to be set.
that's how to be set by the Constitution,
No
right?
problem.
It had to be set so that when you're deliberating and doing your government business, you know that this date is the date you exit office or incoming and or into office.
Right.
Right? So you have a date set for that. So you can plan all your plans and get all your things together and whatever. And it must be close to a budget
Yeah,
date.
should be realistically July.
Right. So it should be realistically around there.
Around July.
So
but
he
many
planned
people
it
just
at
fly out for
April,
July, but,
hoping to win, to get back in, to continue the plunder. But he didn't win. Right?
Right, you didn't win.
You get kicked out.
Yes.
So this government came in and started, and I want people to listen to me outside there carefully. All the people in the maxis and taxis say, yeah, good morning. All the people in the bus route, all the people in the cars going in the different directions.
Oi.
That listen to us in the morning.
Chris Garcia listening. Oi.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
And basically, the government came in at an inopportune moment, but they have to revel in it anyhow. And from that time to July, August is when budget time does be. So you have to be lingering now on the remnants of the last government to take you to a date of budget date. Right? You had to get a 2-month window. You can't do nothing really. You just have to go with whatever they plan, whatever is on the schedule, whatever it is, and you have to go with that. Have to go with that. You have no choice anyhow. So they came back and they asked for a little money to keep them to scrape over the line because they didn't have no money.
Right.
Nice. They got in, they prepared for the budget, and they got a budget. And in September, you could say that money is released, right?
Right.
Monies from the budget is released. So
not
September,
September.
October.
No, it's October, you read the budget. November.
Yes,
November,
right.
the money would have released. Yeah.
Right? So November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Like 9 months. They're technically in office under their budget. And on top of that, they took about 6 months to appoint boards. Right? So you
Still
cannot...
have boards appointed?
You still have a couple boards appointed by...
Still have a couple boards?
Yeah, it's have a couple boards appointed still.
Serious?
Yeah, it have a couple boards. At least 10. At
Yes.
least, I'm telling you, at least 10 to appoint, right?
After this amount of time? Right?
Yes. That board just got appointed last 2 weeks there.
Serious?
Last 2 weeks, it just had people get appointed to boards.
Okay.
It have real board that didn't have appointed. So that is the only way you just know. You just have an idea what going on. But when you're putting a board, is when the board will actually go through the papers, go through the way how things work, and it'll take a while for a board to gel, right? A board don't just come in and start to work it don't work like that. You just have an idea, because you don't know who is who. You don't, that's the most important part. You don't know who is who in that 9 months, because you'll be working at a board and thing happening in the corner. That's like how what told us about the different incidents.
Yeah.
While he's minister, he working and he head down, and it's when he raise up his head, he realizing certain things not right.
Yeah.
When you open CCC, you seen 21 drivers and 12 cooks. A set of people in the program rocking up and down doing nothing because you have no cohorts in the program since December the year before.
Right.
Right? So this government didn't come in and dismantle nothing really because it had no cohorts in the program, but it was drawing money every month.
Right.
Right? They come and they move the program from under him and put it under Sturge. And Sturge said they go down and check it out by a cabinet, me know we come at that. Right? But generally, things like that you would find out when boards come in. About where money gone, who double bill, who was running racket, who get higher and 3-month contract, how many people it was supposed to be, how many people it end up, like in AGC. Was it 400 people was supposed to be hired? When it end up, it was 1,200 people get hired. Right. All them kind of things. Boards now would start to go through the filing now and try to nitpick and try to figure out, well, what the hell going on. And on top of that, there are PNM people in there who stymie in the process to try for them not to see, for the board not to see. The board had to figure it out on their own, try to see who operate in a certain way, who operate, you know what I mean? These are the realities, eh? These are the realities. And all they don't run from it. This is what's going on. And the board now would be working towards an agenda based on the government, based on what the cabinet say, based on what Kamla Prasad Bisesa dictate, whatever. They will be going along their agenda, running alongside the old PNM agenda. Right? And have people in AO2, AO4, comptroller, people in accounts, people in HR. They would normally fight on the process because the government lost and so on, right? That is reality. That's how people operate. Right. So you have to try to figure out now how to navigate around that. So the chairman had to be real bright now to try to figure out how to navigate around those issues to get the vision that they want for the company going forward. It is not the old vision. And in doing that, they will have people that will get the throat boss because it is what it is. You're not in alignment with my philosophy, time for you to go. If your contract up, time for you to go. Don't renew it.
Right.
That's realities. That's the adversarial way of our politics. It is what it is. Right? In URP and thing long time, when government changes, next day, PNM inside there, telling them get out of the office, you know. Next day, you know. Right. So we had to be realistic and understand how the government works. And then when you're getting there now, and the board start to work, and then when Kamla start to check up now, hey, these extra thing that going on, these extras that going on here, there, and everywhere. In every ministry, some extra. Right. Something extra going on. You know what I mean? In terms of how you're administrating over that. And you have no money. You have no money to flex to go nowhere, to do nothing. You just have your basic budget money, and your budget money is just to keep you running. It is not for development. It is to keep you running until we get to a point. Right? So people have to understand what's going on, and the crunch getting and the crime getting worse because there are not enough people working out there. It is what it is, people. Right? To get people employed is a little drama, but it happening. You see it every day in the papers. You're seeing new positions to fill. So if you're qualified and you're competent, get in where you're fitting and go and do your work. The problem is the lower end of society. The lower end of society has nothing really to do. They're under pressure. That's why robberies. A woman gets she bends, bust out the glass, and they go on with some hat in she car. And next one going down. I seen that thing Sheriff Bob today, this morning. The robberies of opportunity, the crimes of opportunity ran its head because people taking advantage of it because they have no work. It is what it is, but we had to find solutions to the problems, right? I have given them 2 solutions thus far. I have given them one, marijuana is medicinal marijuana and CBD oil and all these different things that could bring money. And the largest gas station in the Caribbean, down in Tembledora side with carnivals and bringing in tourists and the tourist ships and tour, that bringing in at least $2 million in the first quarter. Right? Because you're fueling ships. That is my solutions. Right? So I'm not coming just to talk. just to run up my mouth and talk. I giving solutions to the problems. You understand? So we have to understand, because and the reason why I went into this morning is because I've been on the blocks. I've been uptown where the uptown people are. I've been in the middle where the business, the small business owner and the medium-sized business owner. I've been talking to them on a regular basis, and I know thing hard out there. Thing real hard out there right now. Because they have no jobs nowhere, nothing going on, nothing moving. And the people are accustomed to at least a CPAP and a URP, so they could run a racket and they could eat a food. You know what I mean? Pulling your partner, pulling your brother, pulling your aunt, wherever the case of it, and some of them been working at all and drawing a fortnight. When they draw the fortnight, they giving the boss man the portion and they keeping the portion. That used to keep the country going. So now that they extract that from the equation, is where the problem is. No free money in Gainway, no way. So that is the problem. So it is what it is, and we had to find solutions as to how we get out into the open. Because since 6 o'clock this morning, people calling me and asking me about jobs. I personally, I don't have any jobs to give away, right? I am not getting any names for anything. So don't call me concerning your family and thing now, please, right? At least not right now. Right?
All right, just back to the well, I know you get everything off your chest.
Well, I think so.
All right.
I think no. Well, it's not for me. It's for the people outside it to understand.
Well, I
it's
mean,
not for me so much.
I mean, listen.
But I doing my thing. But
all right, but what I'm saying is, I mean, people must know that there are options out there.
Well, for
options.
For the people that are qualified, that went to school and get the 7O levels and whatever, or the 5O levels, and whatever the case may be, there are many jobs. The Coast Guard taking in right now, the Air Guard taking in right now, the TTPS taking in right now, and the Police Service is taking in right now. That is at least 500 people there minimum, right? That are being employed in a government service. So sharpen up your resume, get your qualifications, and go out there and apply for the jobs that are there. Go and apply to get in, right? Don't sit down and talking about it and nothing. And if you have your passes, the only problem is the people that do have passes. The people that do have passes is problems because they don't have much things out there for them.
Well, then they need to go and do something.
Well, I don't even know if they have money to do that. That's the problem. They don't have money to do that.
Well, then that's the first order of business. The first order of business.
They're going to start a man bracelet to get money.
No. The first order of business is that you must have programs available where you could take in an influx of people who are unqualified and put them to learn a trade or some kind of thing and give them the qualifications that they need so that they could earn $1 for themselves.
Well, I can speak for the MPOPs program.
All right, let me tell you something. Hold on. We have to listen. Some people ain't gonna like what I say. I been real with them. Right?
Yeah.
The Prime Minister has made it very clear from day one that this eater food short-term solution is not where we want to be.
Right.
We want to be in a space of sustainable employment. You cannot move to a space of sustainable employment
if you're not
if
qualified.
we continue with the dependency syndrome.
And gimme.
And how you going to reach anywhere? Because you're going to have a certain portion of people that just don't want to get up and go and work, and they rather just get up and go and rob, right?
Right.
We have to move towards creating opportunities to teaching people. Okay, not everybody academically inclined. We understand that. You're not going to go to school and get 5 passes, and you're not going to be qualified. And when you're not qualified, you see that the problem people is have, you're not qualified. You don't have the qualifications, you don't have the passes, but you want to work for a salary on par with people who do have the passes and do have the qualifications. Right. So obviously everybody is not going to get in the same areas. There are other areas of employment that could pay handsomely as well. The NPOPs program, there's no mention in that. Moving from CPEP with a $79 start to $209. Right?
And they're getting training now with DMU, the disaster preparedness unit.
So on. We must understand as well. I don't care nobody tell me, about shutting down CPEP, it was the right thing to do. You know why? It became a permanent job for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it was never meant to be that. It was meant to be a stepping stone towards something else.
Right.
So that you could elevate yourself from one level to a next level, from one salary to earning a little more money to put yourself in a better financial space. And it never became that. It became a dependency program, no different to a URP program, and it became a program where it was reeking of corruption and it was financing illegal activities. So,
yeah.
all right, some all might vex, they eliminate it. That's your business. I tell you straight up. Better things, better opportunities are being created, albeit a little slow. I don't think at the pace that the Prime Minister would have wanted it to be. But I ain't want to go back into the money issue and all them things because that is the past. Right? And I think we preached that enough. We need to deal with the present and head to the future. And we asked already the question some weeks ago. It went into our conversation. Everybody get emotional. Wait is all you want. Make up your mind what you want. Do you want sustainable employment that you could actually have a permanent job that is earning well, that you could handle your bills, that you could put your children to school, that you live in a comfortable life then?
All right.
Right? Because that's all I want in life, to be comfortable, I don't want to be... I don't see no point in being like Elon Musk, rich and thing, Why you go do with all that money? Why you go do with that? No, seriously, where you go do with all that money?
What you do with that money?
Exactly. What you going to do with all that money? You just have all this money, and then it have people starving in this corner here, it have people starving over there, it have people... So we could do with all that money. I just want money to be comfortable, Jed. Because I know I'm not going to live forever. People just want to earn $1. Like if they're going to live forever, you're not going to live forever. You going to die. That's two things we sure about.
That's the only way
Born and die.
That's the only way living this.
I'm telling you. So we're not going to live forever. You want to... And the reality is that a lot of people, and rightfully so, and it should be so, you want to leave something for your children. But you can't leave nothing on $79 a day. If you understand what I'm saying, what could you realistically leave?
It's not enough for savings.
It don't even have nothing for savings there. So we have to move towards changing the mentality of the average citizen into a space of sustainable employment, long-term solutions, growth, whether it is you decide to plant corn in your backyard or some type of growth. Everything is profitable if you know how to work it. If you understand what I'm saying. You could buy a case of water for $22 and go and sell $5 a bottle and make a ton of profit. Right?
As they do on the highway, right?
As they do on the highway. But I'm just saying, I'm not saying to go and do that or that should be a goal. I'm just saying that there are ways and opportunities to earn $1. All right? I am looking at the conversation, just coming back to the CARICOM here, right? Because, well, before you started to talk that talk, I was saying that when the Prime Minister became the Prime Minister last year, I think she needed CARICOM to know the same thing that she needed the opposition and the media in Trinidad and Tobago to know, and the general citizen know this is not the same Kamala Prasad Bisesa.
Right.
That I ain't coming here to sugarcoat nothing and smile and talk with all you. If I have some on my mind, I go and tell all you what it is.
Right.
I don't care who vex.
Right.
I represent in Trinidad and Tobago. We're the largest donors
We had to
of
make,
CARICOM.
and she had to make the hard decisions,
Right.
and she's been doing so.
And one of the things that you saw over the last year, right? This is what I tell all I just forget the noise locally, Me have time to study me bring on them, clung on them, Somebody, tell the DJ to play now. Every time I mention Amy Brown, just
Run
call
the
for
DJ.
run the DJ.
Run the DJ.
Right? So, I don't have time to study that noise because look at what you're seeing play out here. You see that lady that 1 year ago went to CARICOM. Let them know what time it is.
Yeah.
They were upset about it.
They vex, they throw words, they do all kind of things.
Right. What happened between that time and now? Venezuela was taken. Well, I know they're under pressure with the two earthquakes.
They piece it together, them pieces.
Right, of course. She took the position to go against CARICOM,
Right.
the majority of CARICOM states, and support America
Right.
because them are Trump derangement syndrome up the two.
Right.
Right? It's real. So she made a decision, tough decision albeit, to support that, right? The Venezuelan people are free now. The country will rebuild. And what has happened in that space of time? We have had several investments coming to Trinidad and Tobago with energy giants.
Silent.
Right.
Silent.
That's
Very
right.
quiet.
So you think CARICOM didn't look on and take notes? But wait now. Is Shell going down there? BP doing investment. They're getting money from Exxon Mobil. Oxy, the next energy company, steel company. Oh, all kind of thing going on.
World Bank
so you
set up
World Bank setting up office here. Embassy billing. Ooh, Papa, you
500 million US.
So you think they didn't take notes and realize, but wait. Trinidad ahead of the game. Trinidad coming back.
Poison itself.
Right.
Slow, but sure.
And meanwhile, while they're noticing that, that Trinidad is back on the rise. Because that's why they're humble so, you know.
Yeah, that's why they're humble.
They're humble so because they realize the boss in tongue. And just now, when money start to flow down here, all of them go come for a borrow.
Yep.
Make no mistake about it, you know.
Yep.
All of them coming for a borrow, you know.
All guidance.
Make no mistake.
All guidance.
So, we was going down for 10 years.
Right.
Right? So they didn't business. They're riding the wave and wherever. And getting wherever they could get and getting where they could fit in and wherever. She come and she lay down the law. But here they tell herself last year now. This she Trinidad a mess right now economically. And
They're under pressure.
She
They're
go
on the way
come
to
here and
get
talk to
nothing.
we so.
Yeah.
Right. A year later, things swinging wrong. They're seeing the trajectories and the projections coming out from all different kind of economic quarters. It's only the people in Trinidad and Tobago can't see it, you know. They're seeing it. That's why they have to sit down, smile, shake she hand, hug up, bam. I telling all you.
With the deceitful self.
Right. Because look here, Kamla, TNT ferry to service the region. Not CARICOM ferry, eh? At Trinidad and Tobago ferry will service the region. So they're getting a ferry for intra-island regional trade.
Right.
And it coming from Trinidad and Tobago. You see why they had a smile? Right. She said, we have the prosthetic center.
Yep.
That plenty people
that Modi and them set up.
Right, that through India thing. When India came here, when Modi and them came here, all kind of bacchanal. Remember?
Yep.
PNM tried to put all kind of thing. About how they pulled the little black boy to the back. And all kind of damn nonsense. One set of petty stupidness all years on. You understand? Trying to push a set of foolishness. He come, we cut a deal, wherever, prosthetic center, that go benefit we now. With regional thing and forex earnings, right? She mentioned that yesterday too. We will be able to earn some, you know, we'll be able to earn a little forex and thing from this, from all these little trade deals and wherever that going on in the region now, right?
Right.
You know the one thing that CARICOM mentioned, all the members mentioned it, it was and we spoke about it yesterday. Without even knowing we talked about it. Remember we asked people about cost of living in Trinidad?
Yep.
The conversation around the table with all the CARICOM states was their concern about cost of living. This water here, right? This little water here, this 500 ml in this, right? Where I go pay $3 for in the grocery down here, $3 like 2 EC.
Right.
Or $3 EC when you go out there.
And $1.22 for water.
Exactly. So their cost of living is way higher than us in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
It only has certain things that get cheaper. They will get vehicles cheaper, and you'll get alcohol cheap.
Might be cheap. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But everything else, you go to the grocery, you do that calculation and do the conversion. You understand, but wait. Trinidad way cheaper. Right? Far less if you go to the America or wherever, right? But people say, you have to check it dollar for dollar. Right? I all well and good with that, but now when you have a 7-to-1 conversion, right? So I will check it back and see. So we are basically, our cost of living is lower than the rest of the region.
Yep.
Right? So we're not in a bad place just yet. Because if we were where they were, well, my God, it would have been chaos in Trinidad and Tobago. But that is showing you, while we balling about cost of living and thing, we doesn't even recognize how nice we have it. And them up the islands, them want to move here. You understand what I'm telling you? Because when they do the calculation and say, well, wait, if I go down Trinidad with a little 50,000 US or something, so...
The chummy.
Yes.
The seat for self.
But you telling me? Anyhow, what we got? All right, let me take a little break.
I just wanna
Yeah.
talk before we go to the break. On the Hadid issue.
Oh God.
Now we have seen where. Okay, we've been talking certain talk for years about arresting the affluent. I would say affluent,
White collar crime. White collar crime.
1%. And here we have one of the 1% inside the jails, right? In a horrible condition, basically, right? And this is why you must be very careful when you're going against people of affluence. Because they are able to throw up stumbling blocks towards the process at a moment's notice. Because they can hire the best, they can go through the whole ambit of the thing and challenge every little area that they think is not worthy of prosecution, right?
Right.
So they went through 3 processes already to try to free themselves.
Which the average man cannot afford.
With the average, right. So put that in place with the average Joe
Who lock up.
Who
and
lock
might
up.
be innocent.
and might be innocent and can't worry about feces, they can't worry about urine, they can't
Cockroach.
worry about cockroach, they can't worry about nothing.
And they can't hire senior counsel.
And they had to get the peas and rice and the egg and shell and they back a spoon of butter. You put
And
the
they
spoon
can't-
in the butter
they
and they put it in a hops bread and pull it off the spoon.
Right.
You know that's how you smoke in jail, right?
Right. No, I don't know. I
Well,
don't know
that's
how
how
to
it's
in jail, brother, man.
Yeah, you put the spoon in the back of the back of the spoon in the butter, and you take up some butter and you take a bread, and you cover the spoon and pull it off.
Okay.
Or like on a holiday when they having that in the jail, you're peeling the shell and throwing it in the corridor. Them kind of living inside of there,
All right.
right? And them getting a taste right now. So you see why you have to dot your I's and cross your T's where the affluent is concerned. Because if they get through with one of those challenges, they're out free until the case call, and so on and so on. So you have to be very careful with how you approach the affluent in terms of making sure that your I's dotted and your T's crossed.
Yeah.
Because any flaw in the process, you will be found wanting.
And senior counsel and cheap.
And senior counsel and
They
cheap.
don't come cheap at all, at all, at all.
The average
So-
Joe can't afford that.
No, they can't afford that. They can't afford the amount of things they have appealed so far. Right?
I sure that $500,000 or more going already.
The average person
Sure.
the average person cannot afford that. So they have
Yeah.
to sit down in jail and take that, right? But we're looking at the situation and see how it play out. We're not saying anybody guilty or innocent of
innocent as
anything.
anything about.
We have no opinion on that. I see the court to decide whenever the matter starts or however far it goes. But it is quite disturbing that they have lost so many times. But in the 3 or 4 times that they've gone to court.
times they're going to
have
court
lost-
again with the city.
Right.
With the with the,
They lose this
the appeal
last
court.
appeal here stated medical
They lose the
medical
last one, the
issues.
last appeal. they
Yeah,
lose it?
second year.
Right. So that is it.
Right? The judge turned it down saying nah. You understand? They found that
Which means
yeah.
that they have some
It had to have something.
evidence. It had to have some
It had to have
evidence.
something, because-
if you're using that as your writ of habeas corpus to try to figure out how to get around certain things, you have to present certain data. And if you present certain data, if the prosecution presents certain data that you can't get around, that means your case had to be airtight.
Airtight. So
It can't be no flimsy case. So that is why I'm waiting to on
gonna
Alyssa
see?
too. I'm waiting to on Alyssa matter. I want that matter to go to court and be ventilated properly before the courts.
yeah.
And let's hear where we are, because that's going to be the most prolific case in the history of
And then-
Trinidad and
and
Tobago,
on the flip
where the youth man was held with the hand outside the can.
on
Getting 90 bullets somewhere.
on the flip end of things here, just to make a little point too, because we got to go to the break and have some ad libs to read too. Remember, a couple people were arrested for threatening the prime minister or threatening to kill the prime minister on social media, right? And they were arrested.
Right,
And those are average people. Those are normal citizens, right?
right.
This is just an example of when John Jeremy say we in business. We come in. We will once if you do something wrong, we will come for you.
I also see Raj with a firearm in his hand on Facebook yesterday. I saw Raj with a firearm in his hand. A little Indian boy, and our next one. Threatening some people.
A road rage thing.
I only hope the PDO working for he too.
Yeah.
I only hope the PDO working for he too. Because he had a firearm in his hand and he threatening people and it came across Facebook. So I hope that the PDOs will work for him just as effective as the rest.
All right, so let's take the break. When we come back from the break, we will probably... Oh, God, boy, what time is it? All right, today's Sparrow birthday, so we got to give a little some Sparrow in between too. We're hitting a little some Sparrow in between, and we'll have some calls and so on and so forth that we will take. We'll open the phone line after the 10 o'clock news. And we won't do any naughty corner this morning because it's Sparrow birthday. We could drop some Sparrow in the mix there. Want to remind you, don't miss it. This Friday from 6 a.m., the Trinidad and Tobago Morning Show goes live from the Center of Excellence for the Trade and Investment Convention 2026. They'll be showcasing TNT's thriving manufacturing sector, innovative businesses, exciting products, and investment opportunities. Win prizes, meet the movers and shakers of local industry, and join the conversation online at TNT Today Show. The Trinidad and Tobago Today Morning Show, live from TIC 2026, exclusively on TTT Live for Local. And the chance, the tensions, the celebrations, the heartbreak, this is what the finals are all about. Digicel and TTT Limited Media Network present Game On, the finale, the ultimate football watch party experience. Join us Sunday, July 19th, 1 p.m. at the Mecca, 11A Marval Road, Newtown. Huge screens, giveaways, entertainment, and premium bar and unbeatable football vibes. Admission is absolutely free. Get your access pass via Island E-tickets. No coolers or glass bottles allowed. For more details, stay locked into TTT Limited Media Network, Suite 100.1, 99.1 Next, and Talk City 91.1 FM. Game On, the finale. Don't just watch it, experience it. With that, we take the break, and when we come back, we'll take you up to the 10 o'clock news, and after the 10 o'clock news, we will open the phone lines, and we'll take calls up until the playway. After playway, we'll open the phone line, take some more calls, all right? Look at the size of that burger, and boy, what is going on with them fellas and them, but big burger, so look, let me go for the, I'm going to get me hungry there, no?
You're listening to Talk City 91.1 FM. Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature. The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Just because I ain't like them scandal, they hire your partner to do bed. Kitchen, I like all them bad. So I called Kitchen on the phone one day. This is what the old man said. Do it, do it, do it. Oh, go on, buddy. Is she where she want? Is she where she want? Is she where she want? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Both of them, both of them, both of them, the both of them. Diggy, 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 da, da, da. Darling, is you are waiting for? I want a lover, not no bread and love. Both of them, both of them, both of them, the both of them. I know all men like to roam, and I know charity begins at home. Both of them, both of them, both of them, the both of them. But this sister is such a loving child. Our relationship is great, and she always wear a charming smile. Kitchen, I say, buddy, don't hesitate. There is nothing to sit and contemplate. Do it, do it, do it. Oh, go on, buddy. Is she where she want? Is she where she want? Is she where she want? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Both of them, both of them, both of them, the both of them. The message still ringing in me head. Do it, do it, do it. Oh, go on, buddy. Is she where she want? Is she where she want? Is she where she want? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Both of them, both of them, both of them, the both of them. Is she where she looking for? If she like it, give she more. Ay, ay.
All right, man. Happy birthday, buddy.
Snippity-bit.
Kishy wishy one. We got the 10 o'clock news coming up in just about a minute or so.
Lady music without fail.
Kishy wishy one, buddy. Oh, God. Both of them.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Both of them, boy, ex-boy. Oh, gosh, boy. Both of them. Lord of mercy, if I tell you. All right, it's a good thing because we could exhale now and get to the 10 o'clock news. After the 10 o'clock news, a little more Sparrow for you. And then we open the phone lines. We'll take some calls. We had a lengthy discussion in the first hour. So, we were taking some of the Grandmaster. Well, not the Grandmaster. The Grandmaster is Kitsch. But you know what I mean? Sparrow, a master of the craft and the culture in his own right and own way. How old Sparrow is today?
About 85, somewhere around.
Only in the 80s? Bill Trotman was 92.
Yeah, about 85, somewhere around there.
I'll go check that age. Yeah, I'll check that and see.
Yeah, Nello are about the same age.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think so.
He and Nelson?
Yeah, I think so.
Nah, but Nelson in the 90s?
Nelson out to 90.
I'll check it. I'll see how old Sparrow is today. All right, people, so here comes the 10 o'clock news. We'll be back with hour number 2.
I'm married to a
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Bruh, you know, I have a bone to pick with you, eh? You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces.
She tried to run and block the door. I said, Dudu, what you frightened for? And then I give she some more money. She decides she go try me again. No matter how I take it cool. I mean, she kicking like a bloody mule. With a kind of pitiful moaning. If you hear how she groaning in pain. Sasaye, sasaye. Abonje, mi se ou ka choué mwen. M'en vle l'argent pour jouer carnaval. Bagay sa, ka fait mwen mal. Mi se ou ka choué mwen. She begged me like a child to stop, but not for hell I won't get up. I say when I spend currency, I don't feel, I don't see, I can't hear. She tell me, well, please be kind. This time I'm moving like a ball of twine. I say you better take it easy, cause you can't get me money who I am. Sasaye, sasaye. Bonje, mi se ou ka choué mwen. Gade mi se mwen maman et di nom touve yon bagay kon sa. Mi se ou ka choué mwen.
Yeah, man. Sasaye. All right, so it's hour number 2. Like I said, we're going to open the phone line, take some calls. We had a lengthy discussion in the first hour there. And, you know, the phone lines are open. It's Sparrow birthday. For those of you who have some memories, if you ever saw Sparrow live in the tent, you know what I mean? Your best Sparrow performance. Morning.
Morning, Stephan.
Yeah, man. What going on?
Yeah, cool. I saw Sparrow over and over and over again in the tent. Let me talk about Sasaye.
Uh-huh.
Sasaye was a road marcher.
Right.
Yeah. Now, the year when he won with that. Now, I grew up in Tongue, and I used to just love Pan. I used to be all about Carnival. They just with Pan and the thing. And Pan used to carry the road march, right?
Right.
That was a shocker, because it had about 2 tunes above that, and that tune just won. People all about saying, what win road march? Sasaye dancing. Where's that? Where's Sasaye?
Serious?
It was a magic road march, and it was big.
Serious?
So that is it was a Magic Road match, but it wasn't big. A surprise.
All right, cool, man.
Okay.
Yeah, my brother. Sparrow's 91 today. 91. He was born in 1935. X. 1935, boy.
At the beginning of the millennium.
Yes, boy. 1935, you know, boy.
That's the guy. He really made a contribution, and
He see everything.
You know, Rubadiri Victor has been going around trying to establish an archive of these people who has died over the years, who have made their contribution and passed on. And it looked like it don't have a proper directory.
Nah, it didn't look
of
so.
People over the years that just drop out the rates.
It didn't look so. Morning.
Good morning, Stephan. Good morning, X.
Morning.
Good morning to the Birdman himself. Tomorrow I'm celebrating life too. I got cancer. But you know this cancer, people like to speak out and talk the truth. So some go vex over that I see here today.
What's that?
You know, with the upkeep program, I glad for the opportunity. I was in the second batch, and 5 fortnight now, we didn't get paid. Me and our colleague pick up to myself, and we're not going to ask the hard question. You know, we're not on the payroll.
Yes, you're on the payroll. Where are you from?
I'm from Shogunas.
Right, well, all of you all are on the payroll.
Workers not on the
But
payroll.
I'm saying it
That's why they're
plain.
not getting paid.
I'm saying it plain here, right? The people are stymieing the process to try to make the program look bad. Nice? Because today and all, the other set of people got paid again today. They got paid again today, and that people in the second, and the people in the second, just now.
KFC talking, I working with them, we went on cancel.
All right.
And we find out the real estate was hiding there with the coordinator, them coming and telling the workers and them.
All right, hold on. X now explaining something.
I'm
there.
explaining something to you. There are people inside of there who are shuffling paper to make the program look bad, right? The people who got the first set of pay and has been getting paid right through, but the second batch and the third batch of people are not getting paid. Somebody is holding back the paycheck for those people. They say they would print it. They say they would print it this week. They come and they print the orders and the first batch this week again and still leave out the people, the second batch and the third batch. So something has to be done.
5 fortnight now with all pay. The guy will call from Shogunas. Then my colleague, I tell him to call in the program.
You listening?
5 fortnight now we didn't get paid. We get paid that pay. We didn't get paid.
You listening? It is not the fault of the coordinators. It is HR and accounts is the problem. Somewhere in between there, it have people just shuffling and dodging the payroll.
Well, let the minister get involved and get rid of them because they're undermining the government.
But you can't get. That is the problem. That is the problem. You can't get in and get rid of them. The same thing happened on that NAR.
Them come there with a political agenda to try to make the government look bad.
The same
and
thing.
They're not paying the workers and them workers going out there.
Right, and the same thing happened.
Be going out there.
Yes, we fighting for you all.
Use the power where you have. Because I working on that with that group, they got put me load on a barco and all them kind of things. I don't enjoy no X right now.
I empathize.
My birthday, I want to celebrate life like birthday,
I empathize with you all, and we are trying our best to solve the problem. That is the problem right now.
All right.
That is the problem.
Hello, good morning.
Somebody's holding on to them names and playing the damn fool. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Mr. X, I realize you're trying to explain, but people fail to realize that what you're saying is trying to make the government look bad and suffer any poor people. They're seeing it that way.
There was suffering the first set of batch that people do, you know. It's only because we get on real bad is why they come up and they start to pay coming down every fortnight kind of thing. But the people in the second batch and the third batch, they're holding back their money to create divisions in the program because you will get paid now and me will get paid. And that causing problems in the gangs and them for them not to go out there to work.
Well, I was watching Khadija on Heavy NM program the other evening. As people take it in, they'll realize what is really going on there.
Yeah, it's somebody inside of or some sets of people playing games and only shuffling timesheet and comptroller taking the good old time to sign it, and they can't find the names, and they're finding fault with R and D and all kind of mad thing, and sending back the pay sheet for them to correct it, to bring it back, and all kind of excuses they're hearing, and the people not getting paid. And that worried me. That worried me. Because why they're not getting paid? You can't expect people to be working. That be working 5 fortnight and then get paid yet, you know. Then get one pay, you know.
But the problem with this government and the previous government is, with respect to what I was saying in the first hour there, they put programs in place. But what it is they could do to attract the people, I mean, they will attract them in the early.
Well, you can't track them now with no pay. First things
but
first.
So
you had to get them.
YMAP?
If what?
YMAP.
YMAP? Wait a minute.
All right, 2 years before the PNM government lost election, I remember that a big storm in the Caribbean and everybody was bringing the boats in Trinidad for safekeeping.
Yeah.
Right. Well, under the Ministry of Trade, under Gopi School and MIC, they had a program that they developed called YMAP, Yacht Marine Apprenticeship Program.
Right.
So straight out of school, my son ended up in that program.
Right.
It was at dealing boats and building boats and what have you. It was getting stipend. You know, in my son's class, they start off with 60 people. 2 years after he would coming down to the end of the 2 years, there's only 5 of them complete the program. So they had no graduation. They just called them in MIC to collect the certificates, and that was it.
Well, if Khadija Amin doesn't sit down with her PermSec and create alternative how to put it, systems, a parallel system, she's going to get licks. She's going to get licks in her program. And I have been telling her that from since the program starts, since I joined. It is a disaster because they only shift.
Problem is, if she decide to take a hands-on approach, you know, they go say she micromanaging.
Well, she had to do what she had to do. Because at the end of the day, it's making her look bad. It's making her ministry look bad. You understand?
Yeah.
She has to set up a Kongs team and a HR team and deal directly parallel. Leave out all them people in Kent out. Forget all of them. Hire them people in them on a 3 months or a 6 month contract and let them get right. And then when it's streamlined good, then you look to put it back under some kind of strict format.
What I want to find out. Can they not change where the payments come from?
No, they can't. She can't just go in there and just run roughshod and change out and change. It don't work like that. These people and them there long. They have tenure. So you can't just go and move people and change people.
I'm not talking about moving people.
But changing it to where it is?
I'm talking about changing. Okay, Kent House responsible for the payments?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know why.
So my point is this. Move the money that has to be paid out to another payment option.
Why all you should do is hire 6 people under 6 month contract and let them take over the HR and the accounts payments and get the thing streamlined properly.
All right.
After that, we go talk about something else.
Morning.
But right now, that's what you have to do. Set up a parallel system. Because you see them in Kent House and other places, rubbish. Rubbish.
Right. Morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
What I would like, I just deviating a little bit from the topic you're speaking of. I am curious to find out what the meaning of the song that Sparrow sang Tata is, what it means. I know it's broken French, like patois, but I've heard it since I was a young girl growing up, but could never understand what it meant. But I don't know if you know anybody who could translate that.
You have a smartphone?
Me?
Yes. You have Google on it?
Yeah.
All right.
So what about if you type in that in Google and see what it means?
The satire?
Yes.
But the words that he was using to probably describe his encounter. That is what I wanted to understand, what he was saying to she's saying to him or whatever.
You would be surprised where Google and ChatGPT and DeepSeek and Claude and all of them could tell you. Gemini, all of them could give you translations.
Right now I've done that, right? So it's in Sasaye. Translated is what is that? What is that? Sasaye. So it's what is that? What is that?
Because I've heard this song since I was a little girl growing up, and I could never understand what it meant.
Well, it means what is that?
All right. Well.
What is
utilize your Google or Chat
I will.
GPT
I will.
and type in Sasaye lyrics, right? And you'll get
and meaning.
You will get the lyrics, and then you just extract that from the sayings there, and you put it in Chat GPT or put it in Google, and it will translate it for you, so you'll have an idea what it means. All right?
Thank you so much, Edwin.
No problem. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
It was in 1969.
Sasaye bonje masaye.
It-
O cha chuye mewe. You just put them thing in okay, let me just prove
But
the
I have
point
it here, Sasaye. I mean, what is that?
I'm gonna just prove.
And because the song telling a story of a carnival deal going wrong between Sparrow and a visiting beauty from Martinique.
Right.
Right?
And all right.
Morning.
Sorry. Somebody volume.
Yeah, go ahead.
Marina Williams, the president of the
No, we're not doing, yeah, but we're not doing naughty quarter. We're not doing no naughty quarter this morning. It's Sparrow Buddy.
Sparrow Buddy?
It's Sparrow Buddy, so we ain't doing no naughty quarter.
Is it possible I can request a song, please? I'm a slave.
I'm a slave? All right, no problem.
Yeah, by Sparrow.
You'll get that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. The meaning of that
Let's see if I can find
is
it.
this phrase, bonje monsieur, you're catching a young wherever was you are really cooking up a storm, and so on, right? So you just pull the quote from the song itself with the actual wording,
and
you put it
telling
the
meaning.
And put it in the context for you.
Yeah, morning.
Good morning. As a conclusion, I'll give us some of the meaning,
Some people
right?
get robbed.
Yeah, boy.
The
Always
word
want people to do
Sasaye
something for them, they
means,
can do themselves.
what is that? And Bon Dieu means God. And what is that this man have there? Oh God, this man
Bonje
kill me.
monsieur
All
means
right.
Bonje
monsieur
is
means
God.
woe, sir. No, it means woe, sir. You are really cooking up a storm. Bonje monsieur, you're catching yarong. Right? It means woe, sir. You are really cooking up a storm. That's just
Okay,
one instance of it. All right?
Okay, no.
All right.
Bon Dieu means, oh God. Bon Dieu, Monsieur, you can chew me. Mister, you will kill me. Sasaye means, what is that?
Right.
Right? Uvela potla puma ale. That means open the door for me to go.
All right.
And the list goes on and on.
Are we talking about, man?
All right.
It's a story. Yeah, and the woman says she wanted money, but what you have there, that will kill me.
Yes.
When you get that
All
That is-
right.
that is-
I understand it now.
That is too much for one person to have, like, you know.
Yes.
You will kill me, but you have- I want the money, but you will kill me with what you have there.
All right.
Don't let me go.
No problem.
All right.
I understand it now.
You sound like an elderly gentleman.
Beg your pardon?
You sound like an elderly gentleman.
I'm 70 years old.
All right, that we talking about.
Nice one.
So you
And
know
I'm in
what you're
Trinidad-
talking
I'm in
about.
Trinidad 45 years now.
45
all right,
years.
okay.
All right. What's your favorite Sparrow, man?
My favorite spot. Well, all of them good. Yes, all.
All right. No problem, man.
All good.
What's the name of the tune at the
No problem. Yeah, I'm good citizen. We have it there. Thanks a lot. And I call a request slave.
Right.
Oh, so that's what it is. Now you see how back in the day them fellas and them used to disguise the lyrics.
Yes.
So it's songing like
real
they're going for a meetup.
Kaiso, real Kaiso. Not them
they're
chopping this PA now.
They're going for a meetup, right?
Right.
She gone for a meetup with him. He paying for the service,
Right.
but the thing too big.
Think-
He had too much. Now we're doing all of that. No.
You always have some
You gonna
spotty
kill me?
range to bring across
You know
the
what I
thing
mean?
to
But instead of saying it that way, instead of turning it into, he's just say it. You
Use
know,
it that way,
yeah,
use
yeah,
it that
yeah,
way
yeah,
to do.
yeah. That what we talking about. Yeah, foreign news. Go ahead.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning,
you know
morning.
what X just described of the, I would call it sabotage, or the saboteurs doing this. I think this is an opportune time, either special branch or other agencies of law enforcement, get people in place, get a sting operation involved, and the moment you catch them doing stuff like this, as a person working at whatever level of government, whether it be county, whether it be, you're working for the state, and people not getting paid because you're using your political ideology and all that. Nah. So instant dismissal and prosecution.
Yep,
and you will see how this will straighten out. I am not going to say any more because these people are supposed to be smarter than you and me, X put together. But it looks as though on the ground, we have the idea of how to correct this issue. This is wrong. You understand?
Yeah.
And if you continue at this pace, you'll end up like Haiti or Mogadishu or one of those, or Somalia. Take what I'm telling you.
All right.
Take care. Have a good day.
Yeah. Can you put some things in place, some serious action in
Gunta,
place?
Yeah,
but she that old Gunta too. She understand how the thing let's go. She no just come. She grew up. I remember growing up with her in 2010 when she was young counselor. So she know just come. She know what going on. She understand it. She understand the streets. You know what I mean? They bully them too the same way them bullying you. Bully them too.
Bully them back.
Bully them back.
Be the bigger bully.
Don't be encouraging no stupidness. Hello, good day. Yes, good day.
Mr. X, Stephan.
Wait, poor man, boy. You don't know here,
Yeah. Boy, me no know.
Mr.
Be all right. Yes, go ahead.
You know my favorite character is my Sparrow.
Where's that? Where's that?
Capitalism gone mad.
Capitalism gone mad.
What's
You know
that?
that
Capitalism gone mad.
Capitalism gone mad.
Capitalism gone mad. That's two characters.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Capitalism gone mad. I see a sneakers. I wash the Kong. Is that much?
You sing your thing now, buddy. You sing your thing now. All right, cool.
All right, brother. No problem. Yeah, man. Oh, God, Lord. We go take one more there before we get to the play. Good morning.
Yes, good day.
X, me line. I hearing this with the upkeep program and the PNM or whoever people inside trying to that's on them like puppy cock to me. Let me tell you why.
Song like what? Song like what?
Puppy cock.
How you go sound like poppycock, buddy?
But to me,
let me hear you.
It's a Ramadan.
If what?
The whole 5 years, actually tax with the tax from that. But just tax. And so you say if you put some of them, time in everything. So you're not tax back at that time. Actually tax at that time. So yeah, what's going on? You see this? To me, because I tell you something. If I was listening to, I want to call it the PNM people, the Google man, and I hear them saying, UNC trying to time in the program, I go be like, that is hogwash. And that is just an excuse to make the government to do damage control. That's my opinion.
All right, okay, thanks.
Well,
yeah,
no problem.
Right, okay. Right, boy.
Yeah. All right. Don't miss it this Friday from 6 a.m. The Trinidad and Tobago morning show goes live from the Center of Excellence for the Trade and Investment Convention 2026. They'll be showcasing TNT's thriving manufacturing sector, innovative businesses, exciting products, and investment opportunities. Win prizes, meet the movers and shakers of local industry, and join the conversation online at TNT Today Show. All right? The Trinidad and Tobago Today morning show, live from the TIC 2026, exclusively on TTT Live for Local. All right, so we got the play with draw coming up in about 2 minutes. Yeah, man. We have some Sparrow to drop too. We have a few requests here. A good citizen. We have a slave. Oh God, that slave so close to that. Oh God, boy, this whole conversation, man, working and getting paid. Oh God.
Watch it. You know it is when Bukas come up to you and telling you, but they get paid for 5 fortnight.
Yeah, I know it is.
You know is that? You know what that must feel like?
And
every day the job site working hard.
I know.
That different ball game. You know?
I know. You just feel it. It's an uncomfortable feeling. But Khadijah had to do what she had to do.
Yeah, she had to do what she had to do, man.
She's trying to be too diplomatic with the scene, man.
Yeah, the run rough shut off for them.
Sometimes you had to kick down door and thing.
Kick down door and go and tell the Prime Minister, I kick down my door, you know. I kick down my door because you see that stupidness, I can't take that.
And she kicked down the door with the powder spin, yeah?
Yeah.
With the nonsense where he was on.
Yeah. Set up a team, get 6x6, 6 HR, 6 accounts, and do the books.
So the last caller, right? Who dies your opinion caller? It have 14 corporations across Trinidad and Tobago. Port of Spain for the month of June is the only corporation that come out and talk about they ain't get pay and they ain't get pay.
And they're going to shut down and they can't pay them.
And all kind of nonsense, right?
Thing.
To make the workers, to have the workers upset with the government because the mayor was trying to sell it that the government provide
no money
to pay the salary.
But you ain't provide the books, but you're talking as a shipping in the public domain.
And when the facts come out, they didn't submit the documents in order for the process to take. So it was, so you want to tell me they didn't do that because they didn't know they were supposed to do it? Or they didn't know they were supposed to do it around a specific time? Of course they knew what they were supposed to do. Of course they knew why they didn't do it. So
look at Dana Griffith.
Just say a point.
The council from my area, Dana Griffith Gordon.
Yeah.
Nice. They had some skips on the back road. All of a sudden, the skips on them disappear. And Pampas all in the road. All of a sudden, you know, the skips on them disappear. We go tell me. We ain't getting enough money from the corporation, got the UNC and give you enough. And all them kind of dotage talk. You're coming to sell the people in them.
Nice.
And them getting vote normal.
Listen.
Them getting vote normal.
Everybody has something to sell, you know, partner. They go sell whatever they have to sell, you know. And man like that go believe them, so they have customers. All right, so we're gonna be back after the 10:30 play withdraw. Good luck, people.
This morning's winning playway number is 3. The lucky mark is carriage. That number is 3. The lucky mark carriage. Keep your ticket. The Playway jackpot could still be yours. You don't need to win your mark to win the jackpot. And the Mega Mix machine is loaded with 9 white balls, 1 Mega Ball, 1 Mega Ultra Ball, 1 Mega Extreme Ball, and 3 Mega Bonus Balls. This means you have an incredible...
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Bruh, you know, I have a bone to pick with you, eh? You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball.
When does someone really become a good citizen? I'd like to know for sure. Why, when the ordinary man disagrees with the establishment, they call it treason. Why should they persecute a brother for seeking black power? Don't they know a blind man could see that this is blatant hypocrisy? The real traitors and them are all high in society. Yet the government protecting all of them and penalizing you and me. And in a million different ways they violate the law. It's the same good no good bastards who oppress the poor. They sell in black market, making excess profit, paid a starvation salary. These good citizens are the architects of economic slavery. They say you have the right to criticize, but then you are victimized, and without any reason. Many a time you find yourself politically paralyzed by that same good citizen. Yet these fakes and phonies enjoy a long life of luxury while they spread corruption throughout the country. When they should be arrested, they're protected and respected in this society. And in a million different ways, they violate the law. It's the same good, no good bastards who oppress the poor. With a false declaration, tax evasion, defrauding customs duty. These good citizens are the architects of economic slavery. Lust and greed and fraud and strife, they specialize. Double deals they idolize. If you're brave enough to open your mouth and criticize, one time you are ostracized and or victimized. Still they go unpunished and unaccused of any crime, while on the backs of the ordinary man these vultures climb. They use the riches and the power, make a mockery of the law, and have the law protect them same time. In a million different ways they violate the law. It's the same good, no good bastards who oppress the poor. They controlling bootlegging, dope peddling, prostitution and piracy. These good citizens are the architects of economic slavery.
Kaiso.
Kaiso for that,
Kaiso.
Good
Real
citizen,
Kaiso.
man. Good citizen.
Real Kaiso.
1972.
Imagine that, and the 1% then dream. Them was.
But we didn't have that
Them
phrase.
was moving with the sapat and
We didn't have that phrase yet.
with the clogs
That
and
terminology.
and Big Bens.
Yeah, boy.
With the cloth on the back. He used to come by me at them time.
Citizens.
With the big cloth on the back of the tray, the big
Yeah,
Bens.
yeah.
The Coco Bens used to call it.
A Coco Benz.
Yeah. And they used to be selling cloth and thing on the side of the road. That little fella then, but I remember them days.
But look at that, there. He sing about that in 1972.
Yeah.
Right? That's how far back the economic slavery going, right? Yeah.
So it continues.
And it was just allowed to
It
continue.
continues in just a different form, you know. Just a different form.
Right, and as it continued, they get more powerful and more powerful.
They take it
and
off
more
your
powerful
hands.
and more powerful.
They take it off your hands and put it on your brain. That's what it is.
Yes.
It is what it is.
And people watch it unfold in front of their eyes.
Yes.
Morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Yeah, morning. That song, the Sparrows, I always like that song. Otherwise, that song was describing Dr. Williams and them at that time, and politicians generally. But that song, I just asking only think that song describing politicians in this present day here right now, or only back then?
Only back.
Where's the difference?
Where's the difference?
No, I ask only. That song generally is for politicians overall,
That's for
Okay, that's a big one.
general living.
That's
That's nothing to do with politicians per se.
No, well, we don't
It
want
has
people them who, the crooks and them in society, including the 1% and whoever will. And to me, red, yellow, majority of them is crooks. Thank you.
All right.
You just
I
a
don't know.
depressed character, you know.
Yeah,
a depressed character, boy. You just sit on my phone and just come up with all the depressed
So we
things.
we had to get some help.
You had to get some help. You had to get some help.
We had to get
You had to get some medication and some
We had to
help.
get a doctor up in here.
Something wrong with you, boy. The man like he just sit down home.
Oh gosh,
on the phone waiting for me to come out with some depression. Some kind of depression. What going on with you?
622.
Boy, get it together now, boy.
6.
Get it together now, boy.
622.
What going on with you?
622.
These girls like that patient and them in St. That when they let use the Tarazine and let them use the phone. So they get a free pass to use the phone. Them patient and them ain't get a Tarazine for the day.
Hey,
What going on with you?
622-4911. We're taking a call, so this Sparrow Buddy. Anything you want to talk about? Go ahead.
Boy, get it together. Get your life together.
We dropping some tune there with
Your
meaning,
life
boy.
so miserable.
But that's the difference, you know. Tune had meaning back then, boy. It had meaning, boy.
Yeah, that meaning, yeah.
And in a smart way. But
In
that one was kind of point blank, but, you know.
But
It's like Sasaye was a good...
It's not a political tune per se,
Per se.
but it would encompass all the aspects of...
It's a social tune.
of
It's
the
about
boy.
it's about the society.
Yeah, and how we operate.
A
how we
certain
efficient
group in the
certain
society,
areas.
yeah. Morning.
Hello, good day.
Morning, Mr. X. Morning, Mr. Stephan.
Poor man, hey.
Poor man, rich
We
man.
say something up there.
Well, amen and hallelujah.
You say something up there, boy.
Because I was listening to the program this morning. It's a long time I ain't listening no program on radio because I on other things. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. I am President Trinidad and Tobago Villager as this station that's called me.
Right.
Poor man.
Yeah, man.
Right. I want to just jump in a little bit on the program today, especially where you now play that last song. See that last song they now play there from Sparrow?
Yes.
It's a great song because the man might come in there just now and ask a question, but the reality is that now, it's a while now I ain't listening to the program and then because of another different mission and it has certain things that going on in this country that are really trying to analyze what really happening with this government, especially in their position at this time after a year and about 2 months.
Well, we have, over the time that you wasn't listening, we have sought to break it down for you so that you could understand where Kamapusabi sits and where this government sits. Up to this morning and all, we did a dissertation on that.
What? Go ahead.
Yeah, because I hear you earlier on and how you because I listened from your program from beginning after the ground report. Even them and all I listen earlier on, I hear like you change the name or some kind of thing. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but all of that is what I'm watching because it have a whole set of circumstances I see going on in Trinidad and Tobago. The communication media under, I would say, that. Because I have a lot of things recorded on since from March this 12th to now and recognize it get deleted. I don't know if government and TAP and all of them who they're in cahoots to cut whatever people mouth saying on certain stations, which is, I don't want to call it station, but certain stations where they tend to believe PNMites or average people who's not UNC-mites in difference to UNC consciousness. I was in a thing and I'm very careful in what I'm saying because I listen to the program now. I try to analyze a lot of things because I get some cut on my phone where I find certain cut. And as if people looking to cut your mouth from saying things. So I'm very careful in Trinidad and Tobago what's going on right now. So I hold my hand a little bit. I hear you call me early on, but I come out to say exactly what I have to say. Something going wrong and blocking people's mouth from free speech and free expression. And we have to be very careful with it. I don't know. I'm listening to the politics still a little bit again and hear what happened. But I'm putting out that our mouth is being stymied in Trinidad and Tobago. And that is what I want to say this morning. But I will listen to your program and hear much again. I will try to raise my consciousness out of what I'm doing otherwise and come in and listen to the program a little more. But that is my point. Say what you have to say afterward. But that I put in Trinidad and Tobago. Our mouth is being stymied somewhere along the line. Thank you.
Well, I would say that.
Well, just to
I don't want to talk that kind of talk.
No, well, just to dispel that, right? You didn't get cut off just now.
Well, precisely.
You was able to say your piece.
And respectfully.
I don't think people understand. Anyhow, yes. I don't know
what
where
you could
that,
say,
I don't know where
what
that
you could
come
say
from.
inside our SOE and outside of SOE is two different things.
Yeah, but I don't know where that could come from because people saying what they want to say.
And
People just calling and say what they
people
want
just
to
get
say
them
every
out
day.
too much liberty, and they doesn't understand that with freedom of speech, there is a level of responsibility that comes with that. It does not say anything when you want to say it. Nice? Freedom of speech, nowhere in the world is freedom of speech. It have a certain level of responsibility and respectfulness that you should come across with.
All I'm saying, if what he is saying has credibility, he would have get cut off just now.
Yeah. Hello, good day.
Morning.
Yeah, this is the man who quote unquote say the press right now. Why you always say that? Let me hear.
Well, you just depressed, boy. You just depressed.
No, go ahead. I just want to know.
I ain't saying nothing. You just say a thing, you come here and say a thing, and I gave my opinion.
He saw it clearer, though. He saw it clearer. Like, he have a better connection.
Follow Stephan.
If what?
I follow you, Mr. Is you also follow through Mr. Amar.
Follow me?
Yeah, well, I mean, follow. I listen to you, bro.
But you used to call over there, too?
Yeah, but you never used to hear me over there much because I never used to call much. Right, but what I'm telling you, I realize something with this country. You see, when you're in a party and they say something against your party, because I never listen to the next people in the station because when I hear them, nothing wrong with them. And I used to call him Aisha in Chile. And I call the next, you know what about it, search engine once or twice.
Right.
But I realized he's real biased. And I thought, maybe be a little more. Like when was yesterday or the day before, trying to evaluate all themselves, and that's all they think, all they say. Bro, if all they don't know, all they just have to say, the government, parting all the crease there. And as poor man say, I feel like I take a rest over these and start listening to music. Because this country really present. Because I realize something, when you're in a government, you have nothing wrong, you can see government. Right?
Well, why you say...
my opinion.
Well, that your opinion? Well, why you say
depressed? I depressed because
you're depressed on that.
That's why I don't like red. I don't like yellow because I don't like how they run it.
We don't always support everything the government do.
No, bro. You see, that is it. All they don't know, all they be singing. All they don't know, all they think all is normal. No? All they think all is normal, bro. It's not normal. I sure if I could be a fly in the wall, I guess you all are saying some things behind, but people in Cameroon don't go say. But I surely go say things about certain people. All right, look for instance.
I already didn't say about certain people, but I wouldn't. But with freedom of speech, comes a certain level of responsibility. I have many things I could say. Things that you wouldn't even believe. I would say.
Thing in the ministry.
But that is what they're doing. Because I am evaluating from what I am seeing and what I am hearing, and the different quarters from middle management to bottle to ground floor to upper management. I am hearing certain talk that I have to evaluate the situation based on what I'm seeing.
Caller.
Yes, I'm gonna hear it.
Why is that so hard to believe?
It's hard to believe because in the early, you might have said maybe about the first month or something, or 2 months, but not so long. Somebody could have do something and step in. Yes, that is what you mean. So you're telling me, if I am a minister, I just run and I realize that happening, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You hear people complaining outside. The complainant here. All right, that's your friend. 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, and you still just normal.
So she shooting herself in the foot. That's what you're saying then,
bro.
That was asking.
Say it how you want to say. Talk it how you want to say. I think personally, it's looking like. Trust me, it's looking like it's just. All right, done. Look, this whole thing with this public servant thing with they getting money. See this salary raising back pay. and they say they will pay the money. I remember Mr. Tank say he will pay the money by the end, the early May. May come and gone.
Yes, but
right now,
but for 10 years, you all had no conversation around this. You all had protests. You all had all kinds of things to say. In 9 years, you all, the public servants, you all who are receiving the money, had nothing to say. When all was getting only 4%, only had nothing to say. Now this government coming in less than a year, they have a budget. You want 10% to just jump out a hat and give people just so. How does that work?
You
have to be reasonable, you have to be critically thinking.
You talking there, and the Prime Minister who come and tell people she will get it and she'll find it soon.
She will find it. If it's one thing I know about that lady, is when she says something, it is going to happen.
I defer to what's my that lady? The same lady was there the 20 yeah, observe everything.
Hey. That was 10 to 10 and 10 to 50. You have not seen the same lady in this dispensation.
Well, all I can tell you, the lady different because I tell you, there was more love back then. Because I tell you,
more love back then. It's no love. It have to do with fiscal management. Everybody have to do it.
Fiscal management. You never say you're going to get rid of CPEP. You say you're going to restructure it.
When restructure what? What restructure? We talking about? We talking about?
She fooled people. You realize what?
She fooled people with what? Fooled people with what?
So hold on. Caller. Hello.
Stephan.
Hold on. Do you think that CPEP was financing illegal
yes, but they can do it a different way. Yes, but they can do it in a different way.
So you believe it was financing gangs?
I know that, pal. I used to be wrong until I know, especially URP. I just want to talk things.
Right. Do you believe that it had ghosts in the program?
To get money from that.
Do you believe it had ghosts in the program?
Tell him hush him out and don't talk about that.
Okay, wait, hold on. Do you believe it had ghosts in the program? That people were not showing up for work and getting paid?
Okay, I tell you, yes, man.
Okay. So hold on. You said they said they would restructure the program, correct?
But that way they say.
So what is the upkeep program?
That restructure. All right, bro. All right. I done. I'll give you up.
I just asking. I'm asking you a simple question. Me not asking nothing complicated, you know.
Man, ask a simple question.
We having a conversation. You say that she said she was going to restructure CPEP. The simple question that I ask you, what is the NPOPs program? NPOP program is a restructured program. It does the same thing that CPEP was doing.
And it have nobody coming in and drawing pay and then getting pay.
Right, but hold on. What they did with the end, this is restructuring. So in the restructuring of CPEP, they change the name from CPEP. They take away the name CPEP. The upkeep program. What did they do with the upkeep program that does the same thing that CPEP was doing? They stop the money from going to a contractor and the money is going straight to the workers. So I'm saying to you, if you have a program that is similar to CPEP, however, nobody ain't getting no contract and then hiring workers, but the money now is being taken from the local government arm and paying the workers directly without going through a contractor. Is that not restructuring?
And then on top of that, it have people stymieing that too. It have people sitting down and playing with people's paycheck while the program going on. What does that tell you?
I just explained it. I was just trying to explain to him. Yeah, 11 o'clock newspaper. We come back to the phone lines. How is it so hard for you to believe that politics is at play and there are people strategically placed in certain positions to carry out duties, people who cannot be removed easily, right? And they are carrying out duties and stymieing a process to make a program look bad. You cannot say that is hard to believe, especially when it has already created doubt in your mind. You are calling on the basis of doubting that CPEP has been restructured. You are calling on the basis of doubting that they're stymieing our process to make the government look bad. But you're trying to tell me that the government restructure a program, came up with the program, hire people, put people to run the program in terms of, what do they call them?
Coordinators. Regional coordinators.
And then in the money to pay them? So the government mad then?
But it had to be
we
mad.
go come and create a whole program. We go send people out to work,
And
but
the
we ain't go put the money there to pay them.
And the money done set up already
so
from
you
cabinet.
rather believe that than believe that it have people in certain positions in certain places stymieing the process to make the program look bad. So you rather believe that they start a program but in provide the money to pay the workers.
You are telling them what they should do?
No, I'm just trying to make sense out of what he's saying or his thought process. But anyhow, we are 11 o'clock news. We'll come back to that.
You have paralysis in analysis.
But listen, when I start to analyze and mash up people, I mash them up fine.
Paralysis in the analysis.
It's Chili Bibi mash up here this morning, you know. All right, we got Kyrie Roberts here with 11 o'clock news. We coming back for you. Don't worry. All right, hold strain. Soon.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm Kyrie Roberts. This is TDT News. Topping the news at this time. The Guardian's Passage has officially left Trinidad and Tobago for Venezuela, carrying essential relief supplies to the earthquake-ravaged country. In a social media post, Minister of Works and Infrastructure, Jerlene John, indicated that the shipment is a testament to what can be achieved when government, the private sector, civil society, and ordinary citizens unite in service of those in need. Speaking on behalf of the government and people of Trinidad and Tobago, the minister extended our heartfelt sympathies to all those affected by the devastating earthquakes, noting, "We wish the people of Venezuela strength, resilience, and healing in the days and months ahead. May it bring comfort to those most in need and serve as a reminder that in our Caribbean neighborhood, no nation stands alone." In other news, Trinidad and Tobago has lost one of its cultural icons. Veteran entertainer Paul Emmanuel
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Bruh, you know, I have a bone to pick with you, eh? You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further. Speaking.
I was brought here from Africa. Well, it was licks like fire from the white slave master every day. Sat down on the knees, weeks and weeks before we crossed the seas to reach in the West Indies. Then they make me work. Yes, I work. I said I work. Yes, I work. Good Lord, no pay. I toil. I say I toil so hard each day. I'm dying. I'm crying. the English slave master standing there with a gun. Oh, I know he gonna shoot to kill. So I stay and I pray, but I'm planning still. I study night and day how to break away. I got to make a brilliant escape. But every time I think about the whip and them dogs, my body that start to shake. He made me work. I said I work. Oh, Lord, no pay. I toil hard each day. I'm dying. I'm crying. There was much to say, and I hope that the boss would have listened to me someday. Although he knew my request was small, 'twas the sting of the whip there to answer me when I called. We had to chant and sing to express our feeling to that wicked and cruel man. That was the only medicine to make him listen. And his so calypso began. He made me work. I said I work. Oh, Lord, no pay. I toil. I say I toil hard each day. I'm dying. I'm crying. Somebody said, free the bloody slave. I was then put out on the street. I had no clothes, I had no food, I had no place to sleep. I had no education, no particular ambition. This I cannot conceal. Forgot my native culture, live like a vulture. From the white man I had to steal, because he made me work. I said I work. Oh, Lord, no pay. I toil. I say I toil so hard each day. I'm dying. I'm
Easy, Dex. Easy. Don't be a slave. Don't be a slave.
Hey, watch it. When I listen, that things just make me wonder and thing, right? When you look at the Bible and thing, for the Bible, for instance, And it's just because it have a quotes in the Bible, right?
Mm-hmm.
It talks about slavery in Leviticus and other places of how you were to own slaves, and that conjures up a certain kind of image in my head.
Right.
Because if you look at slavery and what it did to our generation or generations coming thus from slavery, and you look at some of the injustices now, you would know that we stand on the back of our ancestors on what they had to go through in order to give us the freedoms that we enjoy today, right? Thing like freedom of speech, for instance, that has a certain level of responsibility and respectfulness that it must have. It can't be say anything when you want to say, to whoever you want to say it, when you want to say it. It don't have that. Nice? Better get that correct first. And you look at all the injustices that went through that, and they talk about owning slaves and what you could do with them and all these things, right? It's make me wonder, about the good books and all these things. But that is for another topic, right? I wouldn't go into that because that is always a controversial topic, right? But it does make me think as to the atrocities that when they're talking about swing and quartered, you know about that? But putting man in the back of a cart and tiny foot on the cart and pulling another one with one rope and one end and quartering a man, splitting a man in two. Disrespecting families, bringing up mother, daughter, and them separating families because your father may look like a mandingo and he might fit better on this side. Or like you're walking on the road, and when you're walking on the road, you can't walk on the same side with white people. And these things, when you study these things, right, you just wonder what God would sanction something like slavery. And why that in the Bible? Again, for another discussion. Right? But it does make you think, make you try to critically think on these things and try to evaluate your position as to where you are in society and where you need to be. And watch how people try to be better than others, try to be on a higher station than others. Somebody wanted to do well, but they don't want to do better than them. They wanted to do well, but they don't want to do better than them. And them is the friends your linemen are wrong. That's why I have very limited friends, because I just make out plenty of them and I just hold my corner, because it have people that's come into your life and bring two things to your life, either a positive or a negative influence. You decide. And life is about choices. It's about the choice you make. When you're going to school and you're playing the poop in the middle of the class and they're telling you, boy, learn your work. You want to get your passes and whatever. So now that you didn't get your passes from playing the fool in school, right? Now that you didn't get your passes, you can't expect to get a job the same as a man who went to school and get passes and doing well. But you want to get a job just like him, paying just like him, when you don't have passes. Right? Not saying that when you don't have passes mean you are worth nothing. That's not what I'm saying. Because there are people that don't have any passes outside there and running successful businesses when they come. But at the same time, you cannot expect to not have any education in your head. And education comes in different forms. It does not come in just bookwork and academic qualifications and all them kind of thing, right? Because it have men will put together 2 pieces of wood and make a bench for you out of nothing. Out of a big slab of wood, he would make something for you with his hands. And nobody teach him that. Because he born with that talent that his mother and father would have gotten him wherever, and he just naturally have that gift. The natural gift to perform. The natural gift like Fireball to give you that voice. That voice that Fireball has is different from everybody else in the entire industry of Trinidad and Tobago. And I say that with confidence. He has a voice that you cannot duplicate almost nobody I know could duplicate his voice in a song because he has a unique talent that he got from the master or from the higher being or from whatever God manifests itself as to you, right? And this talk about one God and all kind of dirty stuff, it cannot be one God because God manifests itself in different ways to different people in different ways. Nice? So you pray to whoever you does pray to and worship whoever you does worship and whatever the case may be, but always keep your head on, keep humble, keep simple, and strive for the stars. You know what I mean? And make it up there big. You know what I mean? But every man is a simple man. Every man is a simple man. And many people doesn't understand them concepts. And I just pride myself in trying to understand those concepts. Not so much wholly believe in it, but I try to understand it.
All right, let me take a few calls. Oh gosh, missed that one. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Brother Stephan. Good morning, Mr. X.
Morning.
Morning to Trinidad and Tobago on the #1 program after the Gong Report this day. But anyhow,
that's what Andy say.
Andy say there.
X,
yes, good morning.
You see why I like talking to you and Stephan. You know, I know you personally and I know certain things you have experience with and certain things that you know because you walk all over the place, you try all kind of business, you had all kind of investments. I ain't know much on Stephan. All I know, Stephan, is talk nice, we treat you father good, and that is the blessing he getting now.
Right.
But anyhow, let me face reality. If you is a manager of a place and you want to stay in your air-conditioned office and manage a place in Toko, in Sawa, but your office in Karanach, and you have people who go into work when they want, come in when they want, and telling you everything all right, and you ain't seeing it, but you going down that everything going all right. You think that's good management?
No, of course not.
Mr. Stephan and Mr. X, nice. Well, here what I am talking about. You see, supervision and management. This is why I tell you, Jolene John will be a boss because of the experience I had with her. She used to have every Monday managers meeting, and everybody in AGC had to report at the department, which is good, right? You close down CPEP. You close down because when we're talking about URP and CPEP X, you and me, I know about Stephan, corruption and the racket in URP since crash program, it never changed. It never changed. It just get worse. And what Stephan says, and I want to compliment him for hitting the card on the right side, those projects was never to be permanent workers for permanent workers. That was a relief thing that people will get a little 10 days relief, and everybody will get a little taste until who come permanent, make the sister permanent, make this one. I don't want to be long because I have plenty callers, but listen to what I'm saying. We closed down CPEP. All you bring out a new program. The new program not working good. I am putting it to all you. It's not working good as a citizen because here we're happening. Who managing them? Who supervising them? I see in a little program this morning in Borneo, they wait at some people cleaning the side of the road. They cleaned from Erica Street to Thomasine Street yesterday, and they cut it with a waka about 2 inches, and they come back this morning and clean the side of the canal, the same spot, and that is the 2 days. Listen, we closed down CPEP, and I am telling all you here now, CPEP was doing a very good job. I am still saying the corruption people in CPEP supposed to get locked up and throw away the keys. This is what I am saying. Who wasn't paying NIS, who was underpaying, and who had ghost gang supposed to be in jail. I am supporting that. Not the workers who was producing production. Right now, we're not seeing the production. I pass on Lady Young Sunday, and I want to know if they cut beside a Lady Young with lawnmower. It's looking good. Whoever is the contractor, they do a beautiful job. right? And as all you rightfully say, if the minister of local government want to stay in air condition office and leave everything to the same people who are accustomed when you give them the cement and the gravel to build the drain, they're taking it and carrying it and selling it and building the people house with it. We can't be going down that road all the time. So you vote out PNM because you see a wrong, you see corruption, you see mismanagement and misaccountability, and you're voting UNC and you're still seeing the same thing. Where we going, when we go learn, and tell me, what is the better days we advertising that coming? The better days is to either fix the country, develop the country, work hard for the country, that the better days, or to continue drawing money under false pretense and matching up the country. All you have a good day, man.
All right. Morning. Hello, morning.
Morning. Are you well laugh at me the last time, you know?
Go ahead,
and
darling.
you
Go
cut
ahead.
me off. But I'll make a good contribution today, I promise.
All right, go ahead. You go ahead.
X,
Yes.
you're carrying 600 years of baggage on your shoulder, brother. All that slavery. And then you talk about how it made you don't trust people. And then you went to religion. And then you went to schools and it was like me, you know, jump all over the place. That's okay. I didn't have a stroke, but I did have cancer. But let me go on now. You see, CPAP had a little business going on the side. And the Prime Minister really needs to clean up this country. I support the Prime Minister 100% with her position on CARICOM. I support her on how she views Venezuela. I support her on getting a cargo ship to travel in our CARICOM region. And I support her in having like our own cruise ship to the islands, because if people land in Trinidad, they could pay extra, jump on a cruise ship and enjoy the water to the next island, and everybody benefits from tourism. That's why CARICOM needs to be strengthened. But I want to say something. You see, this government have plenty land. We had plenty state land. For when the PNM was around, man, there was thousands of acres of free land. And we know that everybody just squatting and jumping. But the prime real estate went to the richest of the wealthiest in this country. And you see, Mr. Hadid, he submitted his lease agreement back to cabinet, back to the office, saying, I want to renew my lease for state land where he pays pennies on the dollar and makes hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. And he ships water all over the world, even to the Middle East, guys. And he was telling to every single shop you go through in the village, you'll see Blue Waters there. I'm just sharing something. I'm not denigrating anybody, It's all printed in the newspaper.
Yep.
And when flood comes, you're seeing bottles everywhere, and most of it is Blue Waters bottles. Yet you don't see recycling bins in villages or anywhere. And this guy making hundreds of millions of dollars, living in the best part of our country, running a factory, planting coconut trees, and underpaying his workers, by the way, because he moved around in state land for a while. He submitted his lease back to cabinet, and they denied it. How would you feel if you had $1 billion business, a multi-million-dollar business, and all of a sudden the rug get pulled under your foot, you had to shut down and move to another place and pay a relief for land?
Ask TK Smokehouse.
What would you do? You see, the Hadid and many of these people have money. And when you even if you write a note saying, I hate the Prime Minister, I wish he was dead, oh my God, if we say it in the village, people are going to laugh at us because we don't have access to the resources to carry out that action. And we have nothing as the poor villagers. We work for them, right, the rich people. And the Prime Minister before, our former Prime Minister, Dr. Rowley, praised that. He said the rich need to be richer so they can hire more of you to work for them. You know, he believed in that trickle-down effect, which is ineffective. But what I'm saying to everybody here is, you can't give a blight to somebody like that. And they could just pay any politician, because we are running a country with real people, and these people experiencing prison for the first time. Listen, man, them have maids and thing, Or you have maids in all your house. I'm just saying the prison system was always horrible to the poorest of the poor, and the police always shot kids when they're retreating, and this all needs to be corrected. And the Prime Minister, and I believe now the police commission, I hope he listens to the show, we need to really take positive action to change the course of our future. Because if we continue like this, we will never rise up. We will always be importing. We will never be producing, and we'll continue to live in galvanized houses, poor roads. You know, I support this government. I'm telling you the truth. And it's not that I love the UNC. I also like the PNM manifesto, but they never delivered. Because on paper, it's very different from actual execution with manual execution, and they failed across the board, years and years. So I just support your Prime Minister, and I hope you'll listen. And you need to get counseling because you're carrying too much baggage from slavery, boy. We got to move forward. All right.
All right, darling, no problem. We'll see. Oh, God. Morning.
She's a realized debt I went there. She's a realized debt I went there.
I know you're going to come up.
I think she's joking, man. She's making another joke. Morning, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, morning, explain the plan.
Morning.
Hello. Use a male voice.
Man here again.
Right.
Well, I give it all the for the day because I don't know how the thing going to come afterwards for days to come. But in listening to the program and analyzing, I could really recognize how much people discuss over situation in Trinidad and Tobago. And when we're talking about that the PNM bad, but the UNC is not an option, it could really sound like that plenty cases because in respect of like this CPEP and so forth. Now, my consciousness of this CPEP, I understand, or most of us understand. We know how much corruption that passed through. We know how it come down to what it eventually was when they disbanded it. But to form another organization and say it's through structuring what was the CPEP, that is an oxymoron kind of statement because that is structure, that is moving away one organization and putting in a next one to build a certain circumstances. I don't think I'm stupid enough not to understand that. And it's not going well for the poor class of people who, yes, we have two kind of people in this world. We have an intelligent one and we have an ignorant one. We see good as ignorant or illiterate or maybe not bright. But that is what I want to say. One that's not bright and one who gain intelligence some way or the other. One who is poor and one who is rich. These are the circumstances that governs the world. Not only Trinidad. And when I say that most of rich people, maybe these are the reasons why through freedom of speech and expression, people just want to cut me because sufferers don't really care about that portion of conversation of what to say and what not to say. Because when I hear is suffering, we come in and say what I have to say. That doesn't be the truth. So in this case, when we're talking about how we dealing with the poor people, and we have a rich people on top who I will call them house slaves all the time because they keep on growing a system that is not for poor people. They're helping to grow a system which is for the rich. According to Dr. Rowley, we have to give the rich for the rich to please the poor. And that circumstance is naturally happening in Trinidad and Tobago as much as across the international world.
All right,
cool. And we have to Franco Sparrow sing a song there and he sing two songs. You bring in the two slave songs. And that's still going on, whether it was yesterday or it is today. It's still going on. I just have to say what I have to say, and who want to cut, who want to delete when I say what I say, do it. Because the only truth that we know is truth, not lie. The only truth that we're supposed to know is truth, not lie. And the only truth that we're supposed to work with is truth, not lies. And when we analyze, we can see and recognize where we could have some unity somewhere where people have to unite and revolute against the ideologies of what we're living under. We will get somewhere doing that. But if we don't unite to revolute on the against the ideology that they want to keep their sufferers under, then we will be going nowhere. So that we come together and do something real, as even when we changing the atmosphere of the production nature, which is decentralizing and all those different kind of words that we use to change the process.
And I will pause there because we need to do something, not to follow the old ways, doing one thing and expecting the same result. Thank you.
All right.
All right, hold on. As a man, I just sit down and I was listening. And the more I listen, right, is the more worried I just get. You know I just get worried? You want to tell you why? We just make the same mistake over and over. The same mistake. Everything that people have an issue with now is coming from a place of either ignorance or lack of patience. He just say we have to do something different, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. We doing something different.
Because, but it's something different that happening.
It will change must
and,
come.
and here the irony in it.
Mm.
You have a government that doing it different. You have no patience to the results. Right?
Mm.
Because you're waiting now. Right?
You wait quick, fast, and in a
waiting
hurry.
now.
Quick, fast, and in
Right?
a hurry.
So, you just, it's like a blackboard and a eraser. And PNM take the chalk and mark
Scroll
all kind of thing over the blackboard.
Scroll all over the board.
In all kind of direction. It ain't making sense, nothing at all. Right? They use up all the chalk.
After $6 trillion spent.
And
Six-
right, half
yeah,
a trillion.
Half a trillion spent.
And then it's as if you're supposed to come in with this magic eraser and just pass it on the board and wipe everything away.
And come with something
and,
fresh.
And the problem fixed. It do work like that, Jed. And I just get worried now, boy, because he just talk about doing something which is different and to make it
change
better
and
change
where
and
no
right.
kind of talk. But you want that to happen in 8 months.
Right. So to him and all the callers before, right? I can't believe he's still talking about the CPEP issue. Here why we analyze him. What they like to analyze? I realize people like to analyze now, boy. Analyze CPEP for me.
Analyze Europe
Right. No. What did
Europe
CPEP, whatever. But CPEP in particular. I want you analyze that program properly. Forget the corruption. Forget gangs getting money and it funding gangs so they could buy high-powered rifles to come out and rob you and me and everybody else, right?
As they were doing.
Forget that. Right? Forget all of that. In any job that somebody enters, right? Your goal is to at least you start a job now, you have a 5-year plan, you have a 10-year plan, some people have a 15-year plan, you have a retirement plan, things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as you enter into any job, you want to progress from one stage to another stage because as life goes along, life changes.
Right.
So you go into a job as a single person, you might not know a woman, right?
Right.
After a little while, you say, well, you know what happened? I could afford to have a girl now. Or whatever. Or maybe you have a woman, but you're not children. And as time go along, you make a child and you want to get married now, and the whole dynamics of life changes, right? I'm just showing you how the dynamics of life, basic life, in general changes, right, over time. So we analyze CPEP and analyze all the workers in CPEP that was getting $79 a day, and analyze to me what progress they made in all the years that they sit down in CPEP. What bonus they get after working X amount of years in a program that was meant to be a temporary program and turn into a permanent program for political reasons. So that we could tell you, here we're going on. Vote for we and you'll get a $79 a day job.
Yeah, no,
and that
no NIS and pay.
No NIS, no nothing like that, right? No real sustainable income and opportunities no real nothing, right? And we train people to get up in the morning, do a few hours, and pack it up and go in for the rest of the day, right? And make a little hustle here and a little hustle there. We never train people to be entrepreneurs. Those same class of people that will gravitate towards our CPEP, right? We ain't train them to do that, you know. We ain't train them to be successful, you know. We train them to be accepting, to accept whatever you get. So we could give you $79 a day, you have to accept that.
And then on top of that, your vote bank stays intact because you have them in such a mode that with the spirit of reciprocity, I give you something, you give me something back.
Right.
Right? So you have you in a lockdown
They
kind
have
of
you
mode.
enslaved.
Yeah, they have
you
you
want to talk about
enslaved, yeah.
slavery? Let me talk about slavery. Because like all you feel slavery is working and don't get pay. It's no slavery is for you could work and get pay and still be a slave, you know.
Yeah, I mean.
Right? Modern day slavery and economic slavery and everything that Sparrow sang about in the Good Citizen song. That is the concept of economic slavery. Is I could move you from a position of thinking that you're getting a fair day's pay for X amount of work. And I could still keep you enslaved. Right? I could walk you and just give you small money and have you dependent and coming back on me. Right? So the dependency syndrome that was created in the history of this country through PNM's meant to be independent and from PNM come straight up the road, right? There was a dependency, gimme, handout mentality. That mentality, as I said before, is a mentality that this administration is trying to shift away from to put you in a better place. But here is all your problem. You didn't want to go to school and learn nothing. You didn't want to have ambitions. You could vex with me if you want, you know. You didn't want to, you didn't want to go to school.
Right, they want to have no ambition.
You didn't want to, right. So, and then you say you wasn't academically inclined. Well, maybe some people mightn't be academically inclined because they never pay any damn attention in the classroom.
Right.
Right? So, well, I'm not academically inclined. So now that's the excuse. Right? So you didn't show no interest in your academics. You didn't show no interest in learning a trade. You didn't show no interest in being ambitious in any way. You didn't show no interest in making a little hustle and earning your dollar and turning the hustle into a business.
Because the money coming free.
Right. So now, you waste a lot of productive years of your life doing absolutely nothing, playing the AWS.
But smoking a big weed in your mouth.
Right.
And
now,
ganja.
the government had to help you because you need a work, right? So you have to get into a program. And you get into a CPEP program for $79 a day. And you're contented because 79 was better than 0. Right? No, I've been real with all here. I've been real with all here.
Very much.
And then now, you're watching other people who went to school, who pay attention, who showed an interest. Right?
Right.
And don't tell me nothing about, well, you know, some people couldn't afford because I know rural people come from piss poor poverty and rise to successful people today that's sitting down in positions as chairman of this and CEO of that and all kind of thing, right? And manager of this business and that business. And X was correct. You don't need passes to be successful. All you need is the will to be successful. You have to have ambition to be successful. You don't need them passes, you know. But you have to have something. You understand what I'm saying? You have to show an interest in something. But a lot of people didn't want to do that. Right? And then life catch up with them now. Right? And then they sit down in the sorrow saying, oh God, the world against me. And
you know how I know that?
And this is what happens.
You know how I know that?
In all societies, not just Trinidad and Tobago, you know.
When I went in the jail was an experience like no other to me. Right? People may feel, you know, because you went in and just going on a government job and whatever. But the things I saw in jail made me realize that the criminal element have talent like Roy.
How they have so much talent and end up in jail? How?
I have no idea.
Because they grew up in a house with no daddy?
Well,
no, because that's the number one excuse,
yeah,
right?
number one excuse,
the single parent home.
Yeah.
Right? So,
I see
break
men
down
make-
the family structure.
I see men take, right, and condemn, I'm talking about, right? I see men take toothpaste tube and make the coat of arms out of it.
But let me tell you something.
They take the tube and open it out on the silver side, on the inside, open it out, and then sit down and touch every one of the feathers of those birds and make the coat of arms like the coat of arms. When you put it up on the wall, it's like the coat of arms, you know. I see men take Klim bag. Remember when Klim used to come in bag? Them gold pack and thing? I see men take that and make purses out of that, you know.
Listen, all I trying to say.
So I know they are talent.
All I'm saying, exactly. They have talent. Some of them have vision. They have no guidance. Why they have no guidance? Right?
Right.
But here what happened. Here what I know. When you, who didn't show an interest or didn't have ambition, not contented with what you could get based on the skill set or the qualifications that you don't have,
right?
And you want to look at somebody else and see their success and watch how much they're working for and want what they have, but you ain't had time to make the sacrifice that person make. Miss me with your BS. Miss me with your excuses. Miss me with all them things. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And that has happened in plenty instances. Like we don't play sit down here and sugarcoating like that is some kind of fairy tale story I telling.
Mm-hmm.
That is the truth. It happens in all societies. Right? And this is not a black people thing or a Indian people thing or a white is a people thing.
People thing, yeah.
Because like we just forget now, boy. You know we just forget? We just forget it have piss poor white people too, you know.
Yeah,
living all over the world, you know.
As normal.
Right. Piss poor white.
In any
piss
society,
poor.
yeah.
It are ghetto white people too.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm telling you?
It are broke Syrians.
It are ghetto Chinese too. It are broke Chinese.
Yeah.
Don't feel what we see in here is the full picture, you know. You understand what I'm saying? So this dynamic don't break down to no one type of people. You understand what I'm telling you?
Mm-hmm.
It's a mentality, boy. It's a mental problem we have, boy. Right? And listening to people this morning going wrong in circles, asking the same questions, using the same excuses, tells me that all in him open all your mind to that vision, to the understanding of where we going and the direction we taking.
And how to get there.
I make a point to all you early on in the program and it's still in sinking in all your head. Last year, 1 year ago, the Prime Minister went to CARICOM, speak some truths and upset everybody. 1 year later,
Yeah,
they hugging she up.
She the best things is like
And rubbing shoulder with her.
With the deceitful
You know
self.
why? They're smarter than all you. Because them had the qualifications. So they understand what you don't understand. They don't see where it going.
Yeah, the
So
trajectory headed on.
now they come so, oh God, let me get close to she. Let me smile and take and put my arm around she. Because they realize Trinidad making a U-turn. But you see, they seeing it coming and they positioning themselves. All you sit down now and all they could do is, boy, I suffering out here, you know, and all the pressure and this, that, and the other. Without getting in where you could fit in.
Yep.
Yesterday or day before, X read out countless opportunities for employment. We tell all about the whole fishing depot thing down in Carenage.
Yeah.
It's
They
all
not
different
here, yeah.
kind of sectors and thing. It have job opportunities out there. But what you doing? You sitting down and waiting on NPOPs to call you?
Yeah.
That you waiting on? No, let me be real.
Nah, not improving yourself at
Come
all.
now, man. So I come from sleeping in a bar, you know. I used to sleep in the stock room of a bar, you know. In between all the empty cases, you know. That's where I come from, you know. I was in my 20s, you know. Playing the ASS like plenty delinquent fellas out here. You understand what I'm telling you? That's where I come from. I sleep there. I used to hustle playing pool.
Yep.
to earn a dollar.
They feel it's just
And that's real good too. Ask anybody in the West, they go tell you. Yeah, happy could I play pool boy. Adrian Don Morales work right here, he could tell you about me. Right? Don Morales real good too, eh? You real good, I'm telling you. Yeah. But let me tell you something. I see the ups and the downs in life. You understand? But I didn't just, when I hit down, I never stayed down.
Right.
I did not time just to blame Tom, Dick, Harry, Jane, Jenny, and Jennifer. Me not time with that nonsense, boy.
I'll find a way out.
You understand? No, I might have had some support that other people mightn't have.
Well, my boy.
But nevertheless.
My boy Fraser used to say that, eh?
There's plenty people who had less than
say
me,
his concept is, but he's a French Creole, so it sounds strange coming from him.
Still talking
but
about
he said pressure the poor more because it will guide them into a different day. Because when you pressure them more, they will stand up and say, "Hey, I had to get something to do. You know, I can't be going down this road all the time. You know." He's always said that.
With all of that we are saying, it does not mean that the government do have a responsibility to serve. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But there are times of plenty and there are times of scarcity.
Scarcity, yeah. You had to manage the boat.
Right?
Because it's not all hunky-dory. Up to this morning, they keep calling me again, looking for work. All kind of people looking for work and things.
But in times of scarcity, you have to maneuver yourself.
I had
in times of plenty, go and learn something. You're never too big.
I must say, though, that 4 people called me within the last, from since Monday to now. I put out some ads on the same thing that I was talking about with the jobs now, with the TTDF, the Air Guard, the Coast Guard, and the police. And 4 people text me and tell me they apply.
Right.
So I was happy to hear that because I wasn't expecting to hear that from them. But I was happy to hear that they make sure that their sons and daughters put in an application and they send the name for me. So I'll put up the names and send it through my contacts.
Put in the application.
But I was happy to see that at least they went behind it. You know what I mean? To at least get an opportunity to be heard. So
long time it are old soldiers in the community who know a trade, who know how to do carpentry, plumbing, used to take men under the wing and teach them.
Yep.
You understand what I'm telling you? And then you go off on your own and you start to fix this one pipe and build this one cabinet and make $1 and turn it into a business.
I imagine who used to work for big plumbing companies over the years, and he just break away and say he done that a day. He went and he buy some tools all the time he working. Every time he work and he get paid, he go and he buy a tool. So he building up his kit now.
Right.
So he build up his kit to a point where it could work for, it could work for anybody because he have snake, he have all the different pipe bending equipment and whatever. So he had a toolkit. The man say he used to be going on the golf course. When he left the company, he had contacts with all the players. So he get 2 contracts from 2 people, and he had to go with the bag and the back with all the tools, the boat bag and the back, and tote the tools to job sites. Until he could get money to buy a van. And now he's one of the most simplest big plumbers out there. He's ranking with all the heads and them because he just do all the golf course. He's do all them different affluent places.
It's a man I know went in jail, boy. And come out here, boy. And making it out here, boy.
Yep.
You understand what I'm telling you? Me and telling you, look, boy, look, we had to take a break. But I just say now, boy. This mentality, this constant, all you wanted something different. Let the people, give them a little chance to do it different. Wait till they bend the corner. Some all you can't wait because and I understand people under pressure, but the pressure you feel you're under. It have people like 10 times than you know. I just hear men calling in here and talking about boys suffering.
Yeah.
But you have money on your phone to call.
It is some people. It's about me too. It's about me too.
But you tell the kind of phone card, you know why that money we have for the phone card is to buy something to eat. It's to go and get bread and a piece of cheese or something. So always understand what I'm saying. Look, let me take the break.
Hey Michael, how you going? I ain't seen you these days.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit.
Right? Always want somebody to do something for you that you could do yourself.
Look, simple thing. People has had a little problem with water, lights, thing, right?
Right.
They will call our radio station, like how everybody call it, right? Have a problem with Wassan, thing, no water. Okay, did you call Wassan? No.
Well, the master do me that.
So before you try to call and find out for yourself and get it done for yourself,
you want somebody to do it on somebody else. Yeah.
But look now.
Morning.
Okay, it's me again.
Oh God.
Shorter, darling, because we real limited on time.
I know, but Stephan, you did a great job with your comment, and I listened to you carefully. And I said to myself, yeah, that's how you need to guide your listeners.
Well,
because there are many people who listen to you.
You listen to me carefully. You listen to me carefully either. You listen to me carefully, so where's the real point? You listen to he carefully, but you listen to me carefully. You're telling me that I told you.
Therapist for you, boy.
A therapist. Well, good, yes.
All right. Thanks a lot. Yeah, look, we got 2 minutes. I could 30 seconds. I could take a 30 seconds call or something.
Yeah.
11:57. Wait, 11:57. Oh yeah, 11:57, man. Yeah, look, all of us understand, moms. I'm not hating on nobody. I know that the first thing people go say, oh, look how we hating on. No, it's not that. You have to change your mentality and your approach to life, Dread. Morning.
Yeah, X, we hear your good testimony. Glad I'm fine for your opportunities and where you achieve in life. But we have to carefully downshow than he needed. He's less than 48. Because people go out there and work in the most people have move happy and people not getting paid. We toil and more than slavery going on. So we don't try to song and anything and try to down oppress the poor.
Nobody not oppressing the poor, but you didn't listen now. You have stick breaking ears? Look now, man. Stick breaking ears, our. I just say I'm not coming on nobody, but it is a fact and a reality.
But don't throw your sponge in now.
No. Hold on. Let me be clear with him. Let me be clear with him. Me, I no beef with the brother. If you want to have beef with whoever, you could have beef with whoever. But let me tell you something. What I laid out there is a reality across the board in life. There are people that play the ASS in life, and then they expect to get a bailout right through. You must know about 5 people in your life that just so.
He probably want to.
Partner, family, somebody.
He probably want
they
to.
Always want to bail out. No, we have to listen. We have to move.
He probably want to.
But listen, it have nothing to do with crying on nobody. I just said government has a responsibility. Yes, they do. But before government have a responsibility to you, you have a responsibility to damn self, boy. You have to, sometimes we just need to check myself now, boy.
Check yourself.
And then we had to really look, what is we want? We keep asking all of that, you know. What the hell all you want? What you want?
You want change, but you white now.
You want $79 a day work, short-term employment, short-term solution, or you want something more solid and sustainable? What you want? You want what they thought? You know what they thought? You have what they thought. Let me tell you what they thought. All these sour grapes people, they thought they would have voted out PNM, UNC would have come in and do the same corruption.
System
and do the same thing.
Well, that's what happened in 2015.
Yeah.
That's what happened in 10 to 15. Because the next day, there was a URP officer. Next day, now.
That's what happened. So all of them will realize, but wait now. But they're really looking to do it different, boy. Like,
they're shocked. They're shocked a lot of people.
Now they're vexed because you had to hold on a little bit. You're vexed. You understand? And I know people go say, well, how long we go hold on for, boy? And I agree with you. But you could only build a house as fast as the speed, the faster. You could only build a house as fast as how deep your pocket is.
Yep.
If you have money, you pop a house in 2 minutes. If you don't have money, it'll take 2 years. 20 years. Hey,
piece by piece.
News at noon.
Have a good day, TNT.
Yeah, man. We out. Have a good one. Tomorrow, King David will be in studio.